Hello guys, how are you doing? More details have emerged on the death of Maxim Dadashev, an upcoming expected to be world champion from Russia. He is dead, but there are some details. Now, the details that was exposed by Tim Bradley. Tim Bradley is a former world champion that has even fought Manny Pacquiao. So he exposed some details saying that he spoke with Maxim Dadashev in the fight week, the few days before this fight, and Maxim was telling him that, look, man, I need to win this fight. All right, I need to win this fight so I can bring my family to the US. So he needed this fight. He just had to win. So he's giving this fight his all. If he wins, it will improve his status, so he can use that status, new status that he gained, to apply for green card. Like, it's gonna make it easier for him, something like that. And he needs to move on to the world championship. So this fight was a win or die situation for him, so that he can take his family out of struggle. Remember, he has a wife and a son. So before I even give you the full details, remember to subscribe if you're watching for the first time. I always bring the full gist before it gets to the main media. Alright, so click the red subscribe button below. Then turn on the notifications. I'm still bringing you more news on this channel. Turn on the notifications. Don't forget to like if you support him, and the heart and the courage with which he fought. Okay, and then don't forget to share if you want to start seeing my videos on your timeline. So what happened was that this was a win. He has to win this fight. So that was why, even when he felt he had problems upstairs, when he started knowing that his body was no longer responding, he was still willing to go and stick it all. And then he was willing to go back in the round 12, but his trainer was the one that stopped. You understand? His trainer stopped him. So even though he knew he was dying, you know, when your internals are all messed up, you kind of know, you somehow you communicate it to the coach, you don't want to continue, but he still wanted to continue, you know. Like, if they had allowed him to get right back into that fight in that round 12, he was going to collapse right in the fight. He was going to collapse. So that was how it happened. He was pushing himself to go ahead and win the fight. Now look at what his family looks like. Very beautiful family. He was just putting his life on the line just to make sure that they get out of Russia and end up in the US. So this is what you see. This is his family and his son, Maxim Dadashev, and he's 28 years old now. Maxim Dadashev and his wife. So when he was rushed to the hospital, his wife quickly boarded a plane and made it all the way to the US to be by his side, and his wife was by his side until his last moment. And the way he died was that his brain was swelling. There was obviously an internal blood hemorrhage or something inside. His skull was damaged inside, and blood was leaking inside, so his brain was swelling. So what the doctors did was they tried to remove his skull. So the doctors removed his skull so that the right part of his brain, they removed it so that he can the swelling will be free to swell, his brain will be free to swell, and then maybe come right back at the end. So, but unfortunately all that didn't work out. He just gave up the ghost. So Tim Bradley was very devastated. Tim Bradley, it really hurt him because he said he has a personal connection, that after speaking with this fighter for like a few hours before the fight, he felt the connection. All right, he felt the connection with this fighter. And this is not just a random fighter. Maxim Dadashev has, I think he won 2 Olympic medals. You understand? Yeah, he is a champion from the amateur stage of his career, and he is undefeated until this fight. He has not lost a single fight. So he's not just some cheap ass chump. He knows what he's doing. He knows his game. He's really good. But on that fight with Subriel Matias, Subriel messed him up well. Subriel hit him much stronger, and Even though he was retaliating, Subriel was basically beating him up because Subriel appeared stronger. Alright guys, I'm gonna stop here. You let me know what you think, and we could talk more about it, and I'll keep you updated. Don't forget to subscribe. Click the red subscribe button below, okay, so that I can give you more details. Now, Subriel Matias, the man that partly caused his death, the man he fought with, has not given a public statement, okay? And Subriel doesn't speak English to the best of my knowledge, so I've been waiting for him. I'll update you once Subriel decides to voice out on this issue. All right, thank you very much guys, see you.